Hello, my name is Carlos Gonzalez Jr., and I would like to welcome you to my key assignment presentation for NAU's graduate course CCHE 580, the Community College. I will provide a summary of each of the topics covered in the 6 course modules. Getting acquainted with community colleges. What do community colleges look like? Who are the students that attend community colleges? And what are the governance systems of education in Arizona? American community colleges come in all shapes and sizes. They are a gateway to the ideals of the American dream. They are accredited public, private, and tribal 2-year community institutions. They are comprehensive, meaning that they offer a general education curriculum for students who plan on transferring to a university and receiving their bachelor's degree. They also offer technical programs for students wanting to receive a certificate and enter the workforce. Alternatively, community colleges also offer people who are undecided a comfortable and affordable way of taking courses to find themselves and discover what their career path would take them. We should define them as a public means for bridging the wealth gap in our society. According to the AACC, American community colleges are attended by some of the following demographics. In the state of Arizona, there are 3 district governance systems for public education. These systems govern the 3 educational areas of number 1, K through 12, number 2, community colleges, and number 3, universities. There are a variety of governance models and organizational structures in community colleges across the nation. In the state of Arizona, there is no state-level control. The district-level governance of community colleges falls into one of 2 categories: a local district with 1 college or a local district with many colleges. Multiple colleges can be under the oversight of a single governing board in large urban community college districts. If a community college district has 1 or more campuses, it is governed by a board of trustees who either are elected or appointed by state law or district policy. The governing board's primary role has been identifying and hiring and supervising a chief executive officer and setting policy for the community college district. Although community college governance is largely a matter of state and local control, it should be recognized that, as with K through 12 and university systems, the federal government periodically becomes a factor. What community colleges are all about, community college objectives, legislation affecting community colleges, commonalities and uniquenesses among community colleges nationwide. Most community colleges stress a deep commitment to serving the needs of local residents, groups, and constituencies in their mission statements. In their service areas, community colleges have evolved into cultural hotspots. Community colleges offer theatrical and musical events, lecture series, film festivals, cultural festivals, and other celebrations of local significance using special purpose facilities such as performing arts center, art galleries, exhibition rooms, and outdoor event spaces. Basketball, volleyball, baseball are some of the sports that community colleges support in many cities and towns. Many community colleges offer courses and services to help small business and entrepreneurs expand through their community education departments. Colleges can also offer office space and support for small business development centers, business incubators, and other training programs. Community colleges operate within a labyrinth of state and federal regulations as publicly funded institutions of higher education. The racial, ethnic, and gender makeup of a state's board of community colleges, for example, does not always represent the diversity of students enrolled at those institutions. Even if the lack of diversity among the board members has no direct policy consequences, the symbolism of the board's composition will have an effect on students' admissions decisions and minority communities' willingness to endorse ballot initiatives. Federal regulations have the greatest effect on community colleges in the areas of financial assistance, workforce readiness support, and federal grants. The scale and scope of community colleges' activities determine its organizational structure. Community college presidents divide their time between external and internal affairs. External issues include government relations, representing the colleges in its service area, and involvement in fundraising. There are other commonalities between other community colleges nationwide. The Office of the President, Academic Affairs, Student Affairs, Administrative Services, and Information Technology, IT. And here's an example of a community college organizational structure. Not all are the same, and that is where the uniqueness lies. Working in a community college. What are the qualifications to teach at community college? And how do you find employment opportunities at a community college? Every step of the faculty application process differs from that of applying for a job at a major research institute. Understanding the job-specific requirements should influence how you tailor your application materials to fit that position. If the job has no research requirements and is solely a teaching position, it may be necessary to discuss your research in detail in your cover letter. Even if the job does not require research, the search committee will most likely value your teaching experience. An ideal candidate for a community college job should be enthusiastic about collaborating with other faculty members, particularly on teaching and curriculum development for assessment. Learn about the institution's student population and the surrounding community. Who is enrolled in the program? What are the students' ethnic, social, economic, linguistic, educational, and religious backgrounds? How can you incorporate these considerations into your job materials and interview responses? Community colleges are more likely to ask candidates to demonstrate their teaching abilities by teaching a lesson to a group of faculty posing as students or by actually teaching a class. Utilizing Pima Community College's website, I will give you a quick rundown on how to look for an adjunct faculty position. Please go to pima.edu, scroll down, click on Pima Jobs, click on Search for Jobs, scroll down, Faculty, and here are all the faculty positions that are presently available. Funding the community colleges. Primary funding sources for community colleges in Arizona. Factors that impact community college budgets. As seen in the graph above, Arizona community colleges receive funding from a number of sources. The percentages listed are averages based on community college districts across Arizona. The revenue categories are displayed, but the Arizona revised statutes should be reviewed. Historically, community colleges have been funded by a combination of Arizona property taxes, student tuition and fees, and state funding. Although these sources of funding continue to provide the majority of the funds required, they may no longer be sufficient to meet the community college's increasing needs. Furthermore, recent economic downturns have resulted in state funding being cut to community colleges around the country. Teaching and learning in the community colleges, the importance of accreditation, factors which impact community college curricula, what is articulation and what is transfer, the importance of partnerships, and virtual learning concepts and alternative delivery systems. Accreditation assures current and prospective students that they are pursuing a high-quality education that will be accepted at future employers, license boards, and other colleges and/or universities in the event that they move or pursue higher degrees. Furthermore, many employer-sponsored tuition reimbursement plans encourage employees to enroll in accredited institutions. The United States Department of Education accepts accreditation as a criteria for dispersing federal student financial aid. Here are some of the factors which impact community college curricula. Matriculation is the process of identifying courses or sequences of courses from a sending campus that are comparable to or acceptable in lieu of specific course requirements at a receiving campus through a formal written agreement. The transition of students from one institution to another with some degree of coursework completed is known as a college transfer. College transfer is traditionally described as the evaluation and acceptance of students who have demonstrated prior learning qualifications through coursework and exams. When community colleges and universities collaborate, everyone wins. Through offering opportunities to tap into faculty from other institutions and exchanging contact information for trained adjunct faculty, a strong relationship between a community college and several four-year institutions will strengthen human and physical capital. Community college relationships with local and regional employers are critical to the success of programs and their students. These connections will assist colleges in developing services that specifically address the community's high-tech labor needs. If cost is an issue, community colleges give the best offers online associate's degrees. Online community colleges are committed to offering job experience, continued education, and online qualifications in hot careers like healthcare, medical coding and records, legal assistance, and computer programming, and that are financed by your tax dollars. While some states allow non-residents to participate in online classes at a discounted rate, state residents usually pay the lowest tuition for online courses. cost may be as low as $75 per credit, which is mostly 2 or 3 times less than private 2-year college systems' online associate's degrees and certificates. Traditionally, community colleges across the nation have been a solace where people of all backgrounds can attain a certificate, associate's degree, and in some cases even a bachelor's degree. Prior to the pandemic, community college enrollment was steadily declining versus that of the universities, which tend to serve wealthier and wider populations. The achievement gaps between Hispanic, Black, and Native Americans are very predominant compared to their white and wealthier counterparts as well. Equity was a significant issue prior to the pandemic and now is an immense issue that will impact and resonate for years to come. We must acknowledge these critical issues for the future of our community colleges. Thank you so much, and that concludes the presentation.